Nostradamus of crypto. His charting skills have discovered new entire galaxies. He once was engaged to Satoshi Nakamoto's oldest sister. He is the most interesting trader in the world. And today we ask him, what do you do when the market crashes?
I buy more. And I also subscribe to Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, say Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. Frozen, neck is frozen. Catch me rolling, I'm the chosen. Snow is falling, Elfie's calling. Check my list twice, most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They say Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They say Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen. Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose. When I fly high, my sleigh still stay 10 toes. Bring the beat, bring the cheese, put the lights up, 'tis the season. Need no Grinch types, no Ebenezer. Don't believe this, y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season.
That takes some skill right there. Go up the pole. That takes a lot. That takes a lot of skill. I just wanted to point that out. Appreciation of our workers out there, those hard-working girls. $1 at a time.
They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag. I got racks in my sack or in my bag. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Christmas is coming, yeah. Start sending your letters off to Santa. Christmas is coming, yeah. Better be nice if you want your present. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming, yeah. Staying up late looking out the window. Yeah. Christmas is coming.
Prepare ye for the sacred cowbell. The ringing of the bells shall begin now.
Bessie, is that you?
Now for the sacred guitar solo. Back to the holiest of Motown.
Christmas is coming. Roasting some chestnuts on the fire. Yeah.
Well, that sounds funky.
Christmas is coming, yeah. Celebration and surprises. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Ooh, yeah. Tell all your brothers, sisters, and mama and papa too. Oh yeah, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the baked turkey, the Christmas dinner coming early on a Monday night. Don't get too finagly. Uh-oh, get squared in the picture here. Let's go, Sean. Hit the freaking button. Who the hell's this guy, anyway? Hey, you ain't the boss of me, man. Just hit the button, Sean. Wow, I work with a bunch of assholes.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I should say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. The turkey dog is here. The turkey man cometh. Here behind me we see a bunch of red bubbles for the weekly. A few of those things on the weekly are kind of up. Move is up 45%, go figure. BGB, the rest of them are kind of down for the week, but flip over to the daily. It looks like we might have a different story going on. It looks like things got a little bit of a pumpy pump today. I like pumpy pumps. Altcoins are looking a little frisky right now, a little signs that we might want to pay attention to. Will a Santa rally come here? Will we get our little Christmas rally? Will we get that nice Christmas bonus? Because, man, it started to look like we was going to get a good one at the beginning of the month, right? It started to look good. That's a good payday. That WIC money came in good. Ooh, food stamps were paying off big on the 3rd, right? And then it's all gone. It was like Santa came and cleaned us out or something. You need a place to store your crypto, and that's why I have 2 different sets of the Tangem cards here. I've got the original OG version here, a 3-card set, and then I've got the newer version that gives you an alternative to if you want to use a seed phrase or not. The first ones, they didn't have the option for seed phrases. You can do that if you want to or not. You have the option if you want to do that. Some people argue with life is better without a seed phrase. You can decide for yourself. Anyway, they are on sale right now. My code, DAWG, dog, slang for dog. Save you 10% off any time of the year. Right now, though, they got a Black Friday 15% sale. It doesn't benefit me, but hey, it benefits you. 15% off is 15% off. You know what I'm saying? If you like Tangem, hey, there you go. I got some cool stuff going on, and I'm just fighting with my microphone. 2 turntables and a microphone. Where it's at? Let's look at Bitcoin. Early in the trading group, in the trading community, which is a free community that I'd offer because it's free. There's lots of good resources over there, and lots of little rooms to get lost in and all that good stuff. And we might flip it up here in a minute. But I posted this, and now at first, we had this one instance divergence, got a little pop-up. This came back down. Did the same thing, but there was still that RSI divergence down here, and you can see it on the RSI and even on the wave tables on the market cipher below my little Santa head there. You see Santa? Right behind his head there, the little green bars there. That signifies a possible trend reversal right there happening. If you find that happen at a not strong area of support, about 92,008. Wicked on down to about 92.5, 92.4 in that area before finally catching. Sometimes it takes a little while. Sometimes I look for 3 of those little guys to happen. I didn't see the 3rd one, but we got it. And we went back up to 95,000. So it looks like we stopped the possible bleeding. Thought we might have had to stop back here, right? Was hoping. But I tell you what, man, there's so many people very bearish. The sentiment's very bearish. I mean, look at your YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers. You got a mixed bag there. There's several of them that are bearish, and then some of them like me, like the know the game that they play every 4 years this time, and they want us to feel this way, and there'll be some of them that cave into it and some of them that don't. For instance, this morning I was seeing, I watched some other YouTubers just for educational content for our student chart area. I like to get some, see a feel what sort of other people are teaching out there. Most people are doing a really good job for the systems that they do and everything. Got nothing to blame. But there's one that I don't know, man. He's a favorite, but man, he does some crazy stuff, and I just have to call him out because it's wrong. Let's use an educational moment on when gurus go wrong and misuse patterns. I know you'd think a pattern expert would know how to use a pattern. Before I get into that, let me explain one thing about patterns, if I might. This will just take a moment. This is my public service announcement, and I'm sorry, but it's just got to be done. It's got to be done. It's just got to be done. When it comes to pattern trading, you got three types. You got a top pattern, so you can find some reversals. There are reversals. I guess there's really two times, but we kind of put them into categories. You got your top, I guess you do have two types. You got your top and bottom patterns, and they are really just flip-flops of the other. You can turn them upside down, and they both basically work either way. So, like if you have a top pattern, like a head and shoulders at a top, it's likely to play out. If you have a bottom pattern, like an inverted head and shoulders, which is the inverted of that, likely to play out. There's some other patterns in between called continuation patterns. Now, flags usually that's one that's often a continuation pattern. Only go in the direction that they go. Cup and handles are another one. Price goes up, makes a lip, makes a bowl, comes down and comes down halfway, and then it should go in the direction that it's coming in. That's why for cup and handles, we look for price to go into the lips. And that, if it's not, well, you got another animal, and the other animals could be scallops, and they turn into double bottoms, and what is that? Hey, put that up, man. Put a diaper on that. What is that? Cover that up. You got all kinds of things going on there. But the biggest thing, you got top patterns and bottom patterns. Now, the main thing that you learn in Pattern Trading 101 is to properly apply these patterns. You don't want to apply this as anything other than a continuation pattern, or look at it. Falling wedges are awesome. Seem as I treat them more like reversals, though. Anyway, you got top patterns, right? Like a head and shoulders. You don't look for a top pattern at a bottom. You just don't. That's not how it works. And if you do, study this and learn that. You should learn that early on, and that should be one of the first things that you ever get, because if you try to play it, you get your ass handed to you. But no, we got a very popular guru out there that keeps doing this over and over, and I just like to take a minute to see how did that work out, because it's not just happening once, it's happening over and over and over again. And I'm like, well, this cannot be a mistake. Clearly, he is poorly trained or misinformed. And I don't know, sometimes it takes a little hard love from somebody else. Hey, man, maybe we need to invite him over to our trading group so we can get the proper education on how to actually analyze this market, in my personal opinion. Am I being mean? Am I being a dick? But I just got to pull this up. Here is our trading group over here. We had this over in the student chart because that's where it belongs. But, we did this the other day. So this sounds like really, this sounds familiar. Well, I mean, yeah, because he did it the other day, or no, he did something else. Somebody else was seeing some other crazy stuff. He didn't see what somebody else saw. He couldn't figure it out. That was interesting. But the other day, he did this one too. Shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. Boom. Didn't happen. Did not happen. This is what happened. The shoulder, head and shoulder went up, and we came out of it. Yeah, I think he would learn something from that, but gosh darn it, he turned right around and he did it again and did the trade setup. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. And well, this is what happened with the shoulder. It went up. And I think I got an actual picture of, now, this is, it kept going up. Shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. The thing about it was, what got me and why I had to actually do something. There's another one, and that's him. Now he switched it. Now he's going to switch it and say it's something else, because now it's no longer a shoulder, head and shoulder. It's now an Adam and Eve to the upside, and he's got this measure moved to the downside, 85,000, where BitMart map says that it should go, by the way. And now we switch our tune and we go back to yo standard flag chasing on the 1 minute. There, that's something else. But what actually kind of triggered that off was that when I clipped the video, I clipped it over here. And he says, it's going to dump. Anyone who tells you different doesn't know how to read charts. I'm like, really? Really? But that wasn't it. He turned around and he does it again. He does it again on this one. Look, he's got a complex head and shoulder to the downside, a bottom pattern or a top pattern at a bottom. Now, Thomas Bukowski in his book, The Encyclopedia of Pattern Trading, also on the patternsite.com, which I consider myself a disciple and where I really finesse my pattern trading and got rid of all the rhetoric that you hear in some of these trading groups and some of these gurus that profess to be professionals in this. I'm going to tell you, the patternsite.com, if you're not getting your information there, I mean, that should be your textbook right here, and it's free. It's free. It's not $99 a month. It's freaking free. Okay? Freaking free. Chart patterns right there. It could be a prettier site, I'll give you that, but hey, bakers can't be choosers, and free is free. I even plug his book for him, and I don't get nothing for it. I should probably get an Amazon link and put it down there. That'd be a smart idea. Sean, work on that. Sean, we need an Amazon link. Maybe we can get $1 or something. I don't know. Free shipping, something. But anyway, this book will change your life if you don't have it. That'd be a great Christmas present. Just saying, gosh, Thomas, just let me work for you, Thomas. Hire me on or something. I'm just saying. He's my hero because my life has been changing with I'm applying the things that he teaches and the proper statistics, not just pulling 68% out of my ass. Am I ranting? I feel like I'm ranting. Am I ranting? I haven't even said hello to everybody yet. I feel like I'm ranting. That is my rant, but that is also our lesson for today, how to properly apply patterns. You need to put bottom patterns around bottoms. The deal is, and what Thomas Bukowski says, how can you reverse to something if you have nothing to reverse to? And I'm like, what does that mean? Yeah, if it, you can't have a top reversal pattern if you ain't got a bottom to go to. You can't reverse. No, it doesn't work. Stop it. Make it make sense, Sean. You can't go where you came from if you never came from there to begin with. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that one. I'll go with that. All right. Whatever he said. Yeah, that. 19 but of wonderful people hanging out with me tonight, and I feel like my microphone keeps dragging my head down. What's up with that? Am I not getting it? Can I get it? Can I get it? I feel like let's turn it up just a little bit. Maybe I won't have to be as close. Well, there we go. Hey, beautiful people. How's it hanging on? Warriors. What's up, warriors? I'm trying to bring you down here, but I can't find you. There you are. You were hiding from me. I saw you. Sneaky. I saw that. Duality Crypto says, hello, everyone. Hey, Bush on Parade. I saw you there earlier. I think we got live chat up here. We got Rising Sun. I don't know, Joe's in here, but Joe, if you see this or catch this, man, I gotta give a shout out to Joe because, man, you guys are loving these emojis. I had no freaking clue. Joe made those. He just came up. He said, hey, man, I made some emojis. Here, put them on there. It took me a few days to get them up there, but gosh darn it, they've been fun. It kind of changed me to a turkey, almost semi-permanently. Incredible. $2 super chat. Thank you very much. There is a little contest going on there where I will do a special video. Yeah, I think you can read about it if you're interested or whatever. Well, that would count toward it. UFOC on Dexter, I've got that on the list. We will do that as my first one we go check out after I get through with Bitcoin and the indices and the news, and we'll just get through that. We've been yapping for 20 minutes, so I got to get on with it. OG1, did you say cowbell? I did say cowbell. Everybody needs to eat some cowbell. If your life is not going right, it's probably because you don't have enough cowbell in it, so here. That's on me. Hey, Merry Christmas. Asakatano. Yeah, with the emojis. Billy Bob Thornton. That's a cool name. Oh, baked turkey. Ah, you know it. A little smoked turkey never hurt anybody, right? I'm just saying, right? That's what I heard. so lovely for y'all to be here tonight. There's a smoked ham not about 12 yards from me. It's only fair. It's only fair. I digress. Happy holidays, everybody. I hope your holiday is... oh my gosh. Hope your holiday is going as smooth as possible. I know sometimes they can get a little intense, and of course this market gets kind of wild. I think we saw a witness of some wash trading going on here, which is, yeah, it's something we do for fun here in crypto. You got to do it at the end of the year, and there'll probably be some more, like, you know, last week of December is usually when it kind of strikes people like, oh crap, man, I only got a few hours to sell this and buy it back. It's a great time for the market to dump, just saying. Make sure my microphone is sitting here so I can turn it off while I cough my lungs out. Sub, show some love, hit the like. I like the way you think, Sub. Sub is like you.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
A man after Tangem's own heart. Or Elvis's own heart when he said Tangem. Billy Mong Thornton says, hey, Tangem supports KRC 20 as of 8 hours ago. And Kiro is up. Pumping a smidgen. Oh, so now they do KRC 20, the tokens on it? That's cool. I didn't know that. Good alpha. Good alpha. Maybe I'll put those crappy meme coins on. Don't seem to be just dwindling away to nothing. All these Caspa meme coins. Yeah, they're so down now, it's not even worth the problem of selling them. Might as well hold them. Maybe if they get listed on another exchange, they'll come back up to where they were before. And yeah, your boy got caught up on that. Not much though. I didn't do much, but what little I did, I was like very disappointed how it ended. Incredible! If you have a card, you are rich. Otherwise, there's no point to them. If you have cards, you are rich. Otherwise, there is no point to them. Are we talking about Tangem? Or something else? I don't have the context on that, so I cannot respond. Hey, we got Ori Chain. Ooh, that's one of my favorites right there. That's one of my dark horses. I like Ori Chain. Hey, there's Strago. What's up, Strago? OG. Someone's slapping Grandma. What? Sicario says, I got my Chewbacca slippers on. That's bullish. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Board PC guy says, sup, Road Dog and folks. Hey, Dave. What's up, Dave? Patriot Canham. Blessed the best roasting stream ever. Going to go get my marshmallows. Awesome. Avi Medina says, sup, turkey people? You're my hero, Road Dog. You're my hero. If you guys didn't hang out, I would be streaming to myself. I've done that several times. That was weird. That was weird. Very weird. And no, what's weirder if you just get one person and you're like, and they don't, you know, if they do say something or if they don't say something, it's just weird. It's like, oh, now there's somebody watching me. It's a wild transition to go into this. Still, I like it better than doing the video. I mean, I enjoy doing the videos, but they just take so damn much time editing. Keep roasting. Oh, he makes me want to. Hey, I'm trying not to name names, but sometimes you just gotta, you know. I'll let the TA speak for itself, you know. You know, he's he has got some skill, but he is just it's just only way I can say that it's sloppy. It's like he didn't read the book enough or something. Like if there was a manual, if there was like a chapter to go over about something, it's like he just skimmed and looked at the paper pictures and devised his things from there. He's like there's lacking depth and substance with the things. Even some of the new things he's discovering, right? Like this 200 moving average on multiple time frames. I'm like, dude, that was. It's been around for like ever. I'm just saying. There's lots of this stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I've gotten demanded or something, but Because when I first started out more in bots because I didn't know how to trade. And I figured, well, they did, and they can do it for me and do it better. But that was convoluted. Oh God, I did this so ass backwards. But before I ever learned actual TA, I learned about indicators and how to program my bots with it and whatnot, and how to, and simple, and how they can work together. That was one of the most insightful things: which indicators and which signals we could use to actually, get this bot to get the best buys and things. And I can translate that over to what I do now with the way that I interpret on some of these indicators and read them. But I mean, most everything that we see is on Investopedia. I mean, you can get a complete education over on Investopedia. Wendy O said that too. It says Punk the Lights. Hey, there's Celinda. How's it going, Celinda? And Board PC. Oh, I think we're seeing Board PC Guy. How are you going again? Celinda, how's it going? Ryan K. It says, even if I don't catch you live, I'll watch later. Educational and entertaining keeps me grounded. Hey, that's some kind words. Thank you very much. That's what I'm trying to go for. Other than the, that 90s kind of local cable show, after hours kind of vibe. That kind of pre-early David Letterman kind of vibe. That kind of corny dad joke kind of late night kind of vibe. All right, so I think I got through all the chat there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, 23 beautiful people. Well, that was our lesson for today. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of the alpha that Layer GG has for us. And if we can get Sean off of his little... I'll do it myself. I didn't even want to see what was going on over there. Oh my gosh. That's probably illegal. I'm just saying. That's coming out of your paycheck. That's wrong. All right, takes me a little bit longer, but why do I even hire him? Why are you here, Sean? I mean, for real. Not you're just looking at me. No answer. I got it. No. Keep snorting. Off that booby. Alrighty. So what has happened in the last 12 hours in crypto? We'll find out as soon as I can figure out how to press buttons, because not trying to be a negative Nancy, but it's not my freaking job. That's why I hire people. Oh gosh, for darn it. Can we not? Oh, there we are. Hey! Bitcoin is falling, but altcoins are rising as Bitcoin dominance falls. Yeah, we're going to take a look at that. We need to follow that. Ethereum BTC also performed well today. I feel like you're too low. MicroStrategy purchased an additional 5,200 Bitcoin, worth about $561 million at an average price of $106,000 per BTC. MicroStrategy also announced that it will hold a shareholders meeting to discuss plans to increase its share issuance limit, which is expected to lead to further Bitcoin purchases. If you got an E-Trade account, or a Robinhood account, you need some MicroStrategies, baby. I'm telling you, it's the gift that keeps on giving. The U.S. Internal Revenue Service, IRS, has officially announced that cryptocurrency staking is taxable. What the hell? How is that even? Well, the realized gains, I assume. It's like, you're not going to have like some kind of faucet tax. Well, 19 for you, one for me, 19 for you. Aave and Chainlink has announced, or has launched rather, Smart Value Recapture, SVR. Stevie Raymond. Oh, I'm sorry, backwards. Lex Dixia. Let me try this one more time. Chainlink has announced. Chainlink has launched Smart Value Recapture, an Oracle service that specializes in capturing MEV returns. Aave proposed to incorporate SVR on this government forum to reclaim MEV from Aave liquidation and return it to the Aave ecosystem. That was so lackluster. I got no thrill from reading that. I just feel like I I lost 30 seconds of my life reading that. Binance announced the Bio Protocol launch pool, which will launch December 24th, 3 a.m. Eastern or UTC time. Bio is scheduled to list on January 3rd. Usual, the decentralized stable protocol announces a $10 million Series A funding round led by Binance Labs and Kraken Ventures. Since the announcement, Usual has traded up about 30%. OpenSea, the URL of what is believed to be the OpenSea Foundation, has been leaked. It is hoped that the airdrop checker will be released soon. AI16Z, according to Starqueef. Is that like Starqueefs? Many alphas, including Tokenomics, were leaked at the AI16ZC in Meta. Sounds like they've got a leak. There's a mole. Tokenomics, including the launchpad and staking mechanisms, will be released next month. They're discussing listing with the top CEXs. Hyperliquid Labs noted that it is aware of rumors of North Korean address activity, but confirmed that no hack has occurred and that the users' funds remain safe. Again, that's what they always say too, though. Aerodrome announced that the Public Goods Fund has acquired 60 million Aero, $24 million worth, and locked up as $ little v, little e, big A, big E, big R, big O. I'm starting to boycott acronyms. I'm sorry, they're starting to piss me off now. They're having too much fun with them, and they're just not as friendly, as user friendly as they used to be. Acronyms do better. All I gotta say. Hey, later, GG. I'm going to give you a like and a repost there. Sean, can you take us back to the news? You look a little bit more chipper now. Can you take us back to the regular show thing? Can you, buddy? Can you?
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
So as we've been yapping, Bitcoin has been hanging around 94,133. Now Bitcoin, I don't know that we really got anywhere on Bitcoin after it came down into what it did, and she's getting. I'm on a 6-minute time frame, by the way. We have not zoomed out or anything, but if we want to kind of look at, you know what, we need to stick with the rules. The good form is good form. Always zoom out first. Good form is good form. Are we in trouble? Are we in trouble with Bitcoin? I've got a channel idea, but I've got it from these angles at the bottom. That's kind of what I'm working with here on this particular chart. Let me see if I can go jump to another one, and we'll take another look. Yeah, this is what do you got going on here? I got another angle idea over here. We got the channel idea with its measure move down here, and let's go back over here. What the hell, Bobby? I won't want to erase that one. I'm trying to find one. This one. Let's zoom way the freak. I like this one a lot. Yes. I'm allowed the weekly, the 5-day chart, 5-day weekly. We'll work on all these. This is where we got our trend lines from wick to wick, top wick to here, and I like it. And if you ask me what's really going on, I think we got to retest of that for real. That's actually what I see as could be the most sensible probability, because a breakout of that has been the strong trend line ever. We've never got past any of those points. Now we need to come back, step on it, make sure it's solid footing before we can jump up to our next levels there. In my personal opinion, what we might be doing. Now here on the daily, I want to point out that the 9 is starting to cross that 21 moving average. We hoped we wouldn't see it, but now we are, and we are also getting closer to that Ichimoku cloud, which I'm not a fan of. We are flirting with the 50 moving average, which we need to flirt with, and that should be our bounce area for the steeper retracement. Now, if you notice with me that when we do interact with the 50, sometimes we can wick below it a little bit, so we might do that. If we lose the 50, we can be looking easy at 100 and 200 moving averages or lower. We don't want to entertain that thought too much. We want to give it the benefit of a doubt that, hey, it can catch here and move on its little merry way, like the little sneaky bastard should probably be doing, because it's that time for it to do it. It just is. Quarter 1 and quarter 2 should be off the chain. We've got a little bit of parabolic activity going on here. Sensors tell us. And that last little leg, well, we lost it. And we tracked it and tracked it and tracked it. And we just got to figure out where she's going to land. Now, she can land all the way down here, or she could land here. Looks like she's starting to do that if I'm starting to really kind of look at my wicks and little subtle signs and maybe doing a little, you know, clicking my heels 3 times and being a little hopeful. Nothing solid. We don't have a solid touch here. We gotta wait for confirmations. But I'm looking at these wicks and the angles before they're closed and everything. There might be some subtle signs there. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. I'll throw a tentative trend line right there just to see. But I gotta dot her up so I know not to take her too seriously. So that's Bitcoin just kind of hanging out, and I'm looking for a possible bounce area. I know it could go against us. We could lose this area. 91. We could. But hey, man, I'm not looking for it right now. We did get a nice little reversal in the smaller time frames, and it does indicate that maybe on one of these other time frames, a larger one, that we can maybe reclaim that non-moving average and start working on an uptrend. That's what you need to do. Here on the 4 hour, I do like my moving averages, the bigger moving average, 800, 600. The 360, the 200, the 100, they are all in nice, strong sequential order. 50 starting to be a little rascal, trying to go a little bearish and rogue. But hey, man, we'll just kneecap you if you come too close. That's just how it goes. That's how we operate. Bet you won't do that again. Ha ha. Anyway, price can get above that non-moving average here on the 4 hour and start dilly-dallying over here into this nice little pool of red blood and get all in, maybe swim over to the other side. That's kind of what I'm looking for. There's just something about when I see this, it just makes me think of a high heel stiletto, and well, it's probably not good that I start thinking about that, because when I draw it out, it looks like olive oil, and I just continue to follow probably where my hand should never go and see what other things develop. And oh my God, what are we finding? Oh, geez. All right, sorry. We that just went a little too far, didn't it? That went a little too far. That was my fault. That was totally my fault. I apologize. I did not mean to uncover that here right on the late night Road Dog Crypto Show. I am so sorry that you had to see that. Hopefully the words on the screen maybe block some of that. I don't know why I keep forgetting to take those off. Words on the screen. Hey man, with more people talking. Hey, let's come back and see what you said since I've been gone. Somebody's blowing smoke. They pay. Let's see. I forgot to get eggnog. There's still time, my friend. Can you have a look at NGL? Is that Nigel? Nigel? This one goes to 11. Why don't we have this one goes to 11 coin? Cause it's boomer, you little. Joe was talking about dominance going down today. I love that guy's stream. Shout out to you, Joe. Joe's a good dude. I'm here. What? I'm here, my featherless roasted. Hey, roasted friend. Good evening. Hey, Bubby Yas. How's it going, Bubby Yas? Woo. All right, so we got to move this along. I've got the little request there. I will also, let me throw this little thing up here. So I'm going to go over the indices real quick. We'll take a look at Bitcoin dominance too, because that's really going to be our key to not getting our asses handed to us with altcoins, in my personal opinion. Submit your coin request for live analysis. Priority goes to members and super chats, and we will come back to these guys. And I've got some that I got a couple that I would like to take a look at. Let me mark which ones just in case I have to narrow it down to 2. Well, are you going to get on with it or what? Oh my gosh, no pressure, right? Spinal Tap is cool, genius, yes! All right. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. We're going to come over here and we're going to look at total 3. And we've been following this trend line here. it broke out, we extended it out. She's respecting it. She's still respecting it. And as long as she's going to respect it, I'm going to use it. And we're finding support there on that trend line. So Yahoo, baby. Now what that could mean is temporarily we get a nice little bounce up with total 3. He'll probably come up to these areas about 105 where we were before we lost it, and now she might roll over there or do something else or come back, because at that point we'll have to draw a top trend line here, right? And then we could get out, flag above it, and then start working around, recover ground and keep going up. Now that's going to be good for our altcoins, but it kind of depends on Bitcoin dominance, which is now starting to go a little bit in our favor. If you can see behind me, let me go ahead and pull the big screen up. Bitcoin dominance, she's breaking down from this. That's what we need to see for altcoins. And we're on the 4 hour looking at Bitcoin dominance. I was thinking she was going to come up and retest this area here and hopefully get rejected there. And so whether she gets rejected there or she gets rejected out of this pattern, that's what we need to see for altcoins, because the other scenario where she reclaims this, and it still could be on the table, but it's looking a little bit more likely that altcoins are starting to look better, right? Like they faked us out. They faked the guru out. I think he sold a big chunk of his bags. So yeah, that was a scenario that I'm still not sold. Could not happen on the bigger time frames. So we gotta watch this one closely. But anytime that Bitcoin dominance starts falling, even if it's just a little bit, because it's been on an uptrend this whole time, Bitcoin's been outperforming. There's been little things we give and take with altcoins, but that was a nice move, and you saw what it did, man. A lot of things 3, 4, 5x'd in that one move, and some of them are still holding, right? It is fair to say, measure move to measure move, if you want to go that route and that idea, that you could be looking for something like that. Take us down here, and I've got a Fibonacci area right over here, about 52%. That's the area that we're kind of looking at. So that would be awesome, and that actually would be like a bear flag activity, and this is on or a rising wedge, however you want to look at it. A rising wedge is one theory is that one notion is that they just typically come back to where they started, in the area where they started. Mine is, I'm always going to put a fib in it, and you should always look at the 786 and 886 areas for that, for a higher low. If it does a higher low, it could also still just come all the way back down here to these juicy areas, and we got 53 and 52 in our fibs for that pool. Also giving us some nice little confluence that, hey man, down here we could be headed there, and if we do, imagine that. Think about how much your altcoins came up with this move, and look how much of it we got in. We still got a lot of going. Doesn't mean that's going to always just be straight down. Altcoins go up, altcoins go down, but right now it looks like they're trying to go up a little bit. I want to zoom in on this. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit on the daily. See if we can make sense of it on the daily. We have got, it looks like the 50 crossing the 100 over there. If we got an actual cross, then yeah, that might be bearish enough to help us roll this 9 over. That's what I'm seeing. If we can pointer out there. Hey, here's a pointer. This 50 moving average is actually crossing over this white one right here. I look over in my little signs over here, and it gives me the actual numbers. Let's see, the blue is 58.4 and 50. The white one is 58.45. They have officially crossed here on the daily, so bearish. And what that means with the 5 moving average strategy is that this 9 is starting to roll over, so it's not going to cross bullishly. This may stick. It looks like this has got a good chance to stick a little bit. And we at least come down here to these areas about 56%. Now we might catch in here and start bouncing back up. I don't know. That will have an effect on altcoins, as you have seen. And now you believe, don't you? Who's a believer? Give me 111 if you believe in the power of Bitcoin dominance and its effect on your altcoins. When it goes up, your altcoins suffer. When it goes down, your altcoins are happy, and you're happy, and mama's happy, and everybody's happy because, oh my gosh. Give me some 111s and tell me if you believe that is true, because I'm telling you, I'm doing it. 111. That's, gosh darn it. That's not the chat. Where'd you go, chat? How come you guys always running away? Yeah, 11111. That's what I'm saying. I'm a believer. I'm a daydream believer. All right, so in short, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we might be getting a little alt action here. They're looking like a little frisky right now, getting a little bouncy action here on the Christmas hump day coming up, right? Yeah, you feel it? That should probably stop, but it just feels too good. Anyway, how's it going? How's family? That's awkward. Do they call that rubbing one out? No, that stain's still here on the floor. I ain't rub it out at all. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Look at this. If this is a support area, a bottom area, price came down into it, might this be a pattern forming on the bottom of a much bigger channel, a bottoming pattern known as the Adam and Eve, not to be confused with the Adam and Steve, or the Adam and Adam, which is also called the Adam and Steve. I've always assumed that this is the Adam because it's kind of pointy, and assumed that this was Eve, but also kind of assumed that maybe this was a profile picture and this was the old dingle dangle and this was the little saccaroni. I don't know how to really interpret the visualizations on this, but it made you think about it, I'm sure. And if I made you think about it in those terms, then it's unlikely that you will forget this pattern anytime soon, and boom. That's how easy it is to remember patterns that can change your lives, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome. Programming your subconscious mind here every night. All right. So the I guess Adam and Eve. We got a pattern within a pattern. We can look at that, but the biggest thing that matters is the bigger pattern, if there is one. The ones, any ones on the inside can give us clues. Even your little 1 minute flag chasers, they go crazy about that. And they just make it confusing. Like, there's a little of this, a little of that, a little of this, a little of that, and it's some of this and some of that, and there's some divergence, and it's wherever Bookmap says it's going to go, baby. Come on, just admit it. Just admit it. We lost this trend line, came up, retested it, like we do. We're just going through a little bit of a correction. I'm sure if you turned on Mr. Elliott Wave, he would say something about, oh, he didn't he? Really? Oh, here you are on the when I was looking for an ABC correction, it's on the yellow ones. This is why Elliott Wave gets kind of confusing, or one of the many reasons that it can be like, feel like a rabbit hole, because you can have waves within waves and idea within bigger ideas, and it's just like, it gets too convoluted. Give me something where, tell me where I can buy, tell me where I can sell, and how much money I can make in between if I need to make that, okay? That's what I need to know. I need to know where something's going to react. If the price is going to react here, I want to know about it. I don't want to be sitting here guessing if, is this a wave? Is this it could be this, or it could be that, but it could be also be, and then, and then we'll wait until, bull crap, man. Tell me, is we got something or not? That's all I need to know. Is this got a chance or not? Because patterns, they tickle my pickle that way. Because you can even, I know it sounds, I know you don't get all the fancy, it's the bell, 3 towers and whatever, and you can, but they usually fit into these triangles. It's just telling you. The OGs told me a long time ago, says, son, just channels and triangles is all you need. And I was like, bull crap, it can't be that easy. And it's like, after learning what I've learned and everything, come back full circle, I say, yeah, it's pretty much that easy. The triangles mean price squeezes. That's what you want to be looking for. When price squeezes, something's going to pop. You want to be on the right side of that pop. You got a percentage of chances, and guess what? They're not all 68%. The beauty of Thomas Bukowski. This gives you an edge. The Yapper's always saying this breaks up, they're down 68% of the time, because they will use that every time. They will. Watch them. That's what they've learned from their trading groups that they were in. You're getting people from trading that learned from trading groups that took that, and they're going to regurgitate it with their own little interpretations, which may be right, may be wrong. And as I've demonstrated earlier today, and that example is clearly wrong over and over and over, teaching new people wrong ideas, wrong tactics. And what's worse than that, you get them excited about it on the 1 minute time frame with leverage, sucking them into bad habits. Sorry, can't condone it. Got to call it out what it is. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Sorry. We were cussing a little bit tonight, but still love you, Jesus. Thank you. Just need to clear the air with a little cowbell. Positivity. A little positivity. A little positivity. A little take something off the screen there. I think it's time to start looking at coins. You think it's time to start looking at coins? I think we've been talking about this stuff. Altcoins look like we could get a little bounce up. You need to be taking profits on the way. We will get an up-only season. It may not be right now. It may be January before we really get into this real good up-only season for altcoins. You need to have a plan for you get paid along the ways so that you don't get caught up when they come back down. Because if anything's going to give back the goods, it's going to be altcoins. If you haven't noticed, they went up and they've come back to their bottoms now. What is it, about 2 or 3 times? You had 2 or 3 chances to roll this over and play this, and this is. And I can look at myself and say, man, I could have done better if I'd, really anticipated that. If I'd been really anticipating, if I had a plan ahead of time, maybe I could have more capitalized on these rollovers we got, and I could be recycling those around a lot better than what I've got going on. I'm just being honest. That's how we should be kind of thinking, in my personal opinion, is maximize our opportunities in this market. This turkey is thirsty. Hey, we got Chris Klein. I'm looking at my little tablet thing over here. Glasshopper, I see you over here. Billy Bong Thornton, that's a cool name. All right, I want to take a look at UFOC. We did get a super chat for that. I have no idea what it is. Got to look at it on Dex Screener, though. I think we looked at it before, right? This is Paca AI. What's it doing? It's breaking out, going toward our target like we said it would. And so that very confidently. I think this will be the thing here on YouTube. Nice start. Let's hope it can continue and whatever. The Paca AI to 0.012 cents. Anyway, she got a breakout. Woohoo! Is wish her luck. Let's go. We're looking for UFOC. Looks like UFO Cash. Okay. Let us zoom out to a daily. Wild, man, very wild. I see some ideas that I like. One such thing as this, with this idea, which is one of the key things that I look for when I'm analyzing the rounded bottom patterns. And if I can find that little sucker, I will draw it on here, but for some reason it's not here. Sean? Just give me the brush. Gosh darn it. Yeah. So we got a slight rounding going on there, and then I break them down looking for a triangle and then a megaphone pattern. That megaphone is the funnest one to play because this is when it starts coming back and starts working on its move back up here to where it started, right? So we got those ideas for what's going on at the bottom, but my favorite thing to do when they're, in situations like this is fib them out. This is from July 24, so we got about a 6 months time frame there. See our accumulation zone just now breaking out of our I guess I don't know. I don't have an official name for it. Advancement zone or a markup zone here where our markup starts in our cycle of things. And we should be headed toward our 618, and most notably the 786 would be the sweet spot in my personal opinion. These two little targets right there, short term. If you're looking for something like if you're waiting, no man, I want to go for the higher high. When it's going to get a higher high, what's that higher high going to be? More than likely, it will be in this range over here. It's got a decimal, got 5 zeros and 2490, and then 2269. Those two targets right there. This one, especially the 1.13, would most likely be your best bet for the first reaction there. And price may pull back and extend even higher up to this other particular area at 2488. And that is what the fibs say. pull a line, get the most touches that we got. I don't expect to get anything much from this angle other than this channel that we seem to be breaking out of. You can also just look at that guy and get a measured move. See if you get in confluence or something too. One of my things I like to do, and that one does suggest, boom, coming right up here to our first target. I like to show about 2 or 3 ways that we can get the same targets, because I mean this things overlap. That's what's so cool about them. And when they overlap, they make dang good targets when you find confluence, in my personal opinion. That one right there. Decimal 50 is 1468, and what would that look like from here? Sometimes it turns out to be a lot. It's 30%. That's not bad. 30% gains to that first little target there, and of course, don't forget our second target. And then our final nifty high target we're going with is about 2270. All right, UFOC here on Deck Screener. Random Trader says, hey, Rodog, good to see you. Thank you for all the technical analysis and sharing your experience and insight with us. Hey, man, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. The feedback is, that helps me know what to do next. So if I get positive feedback, well, let's keep doing this then. Let's keep doing what the people are wanting. Let's keep sharing what helps people. Hopefully it helps people. That's all we're trying to do. Because this world be crazy, y'all. This is our one chance to make things different, and may not be another chance or as good of a chance in the next cycles from here on out. We don't know. I mean, the earlier cycles were the ones that really got the first ones. I mean, they made the billionaires, right? The earlier, the better. We're still early. Let's move on and take a look at some good altcoins here. Turn off Elliot. Elliot, you suck. Crypto total market cap. Bitcoin still here at, what were you doing, Bitcoin? I'm come down small time frame. Coin come down to the 6 minute and see what she's doing in the 6 minute real quick. Fighting through here. She's got a good chance to bust that cloud. Let's give her a little encouragement. I still don't like the moving averages here. It's going to be a fight if we're getting up there, but it looks like she's trying to work her way through here, but it's going to be a struggle. And I would not be surprised if we struggle and even come back down here to these areas one more time. I'm just saying that could be happening. As far as trend lines go on Bitcoin, we lost that guy, so we're going through a correction, but this one seems to be holding, so we got a possible maturing channel here. It looks a little bit steep, so she may drop down another notch, but look, we've got our touches, so we got a channel. If we can bounce off of this, we can go to the top of it. That's coming up around 96, maybe even up to 97, touch that little target up there for Bitcoin. That's kind of what I'm seeing. I'm going to go ahead and mark this little guy right here, and then I'm going to pull a fib. We're going to get off of Bitcoin and go to something else, because that's a 70. I'll run with that one all day. That is my analysis. That's my prediction for Bitcoin, what might be happening here. I think that we could bounce and then face some serious rejection, more serious rejection over here, making a higher high at 95, maybe then pull back. That's what I kind of see. I guess I could go down to this 1 minute and start looking for a flag or well, this is kind of a head and shoulder to the downside, because I know that's going on right now. The man don't know. The man don't know. He don't know. You don't do that here. He don't know. Look, it gives me more hope that this is even going to blast to the upside. I'm just telling you, the man don't know. What else don't he know that he's out there saying that he does know? Because he's very damn confident that he knew that. Putting down everybody else that would say anything different. I came out and had to say something different. Tighten your game up, lifer. Tighten your game up, buddy. If you're a professional, tighten your damn game up. You got people's money on the line here, looking up to you. Get out of your ego and be a freaking true role model. I know you're trying, but your ego is your problem. Let's move on, shall we? I feel like busting balls tonight. Let's look at Ori Chain. I'm a ball buster tonight. Turkey ball busters. I get the ball. I got my chin or my breast. It's my breast chins. What am I looking at here, Ori Chain? You took a hit, but did we nail it? Oh my gosh, did we nail it? We didn't take credit for this one, did we? There's a measure move up here, and the measure move didn't get a hit, but you know what did get a hit? Our Fibonacci nailed it target. Yeah. I'm just saying. Thank you. Don't forget to say thank you. You did it twice too, so cool. So we got to take a moment to do this for the algorithm. Apparently, this is what we got to do these days. This is what we've come down to. Other than looking for Tez coming over and saying, nailed it. All right, and then we gotta we gotta copy the link, and then we post it in our vanity wall because that's a main thing to do, isn't it? It's over in the vanity wall, and hey, look, Brackets of Interest got a short end, 35%. Awesome, quick short before Christmas. All right, so what are you doing now, though? Let's clear out our old stuff. Well, do we? Yeah. We do have that following web. To me, I think it's a perfect textbook example of coming back down for a retest of the breakout. You're doing candle bodies to candle bodies, and it looks like it respects that 200 moving average right there. I think it's as simple as doing that. Look at the culpin. No, well, could it? Cup and handles not using bottom patterns. The only thing that would make me, if it were invalidated, too low for a cup and handle. No cup and handles. No, they're not bottom patterns. They're continuation patterns. If you try to do a cup and handle as a bottom pattern, a lot of times you're going to be very disappointed. For one of the reason why the cup and handle is so special is because if it meets the right parameters, it has a really high probability rate of breaking to the upside. That's what makes it so special. That's why somebody has to feel so special that they are the ones that only can look. I can see the cup and handle when nobody else can. They want to feel special but they don't get the results that a cup and handle gets. Then it doesn't fit the true definitions of what really will. Like Ethereum isn't a big ass cup and handle. It has been like for years. That's the freaking one you're looking for, my friends. Ethereum, Bitcoin, cup and handle to the upside. That sucker's going to do some damage. Look. Now a bottom pattern, and that does qualify. It does not qualify for me. It does not have a solid neckline. But they can do some crazy things. This could turn out to be the big fat head if it confirms. This could confirm for me, if you can see it, if you can see what I'm looking at. I think you can. But you see all this stuff? Yeah, that's a weird head. But if it comes up and does this, I'll consider that to be a confirmed head and shoulders with a measured move, the width of this. I can go with that idea. Right now I see a very nice curvaceous double bottom pattern there that did break to the upside and came back for some more. I had to go get seconds on that one. Look, we got one buck cheating out of the way. Are we doing another one? That would be horrible if we just lackluster over here. It could happen though, but it looks like we're getting a breakout on ORI chain. It's at $7.88 right now. If we want to take a look at this one, this goes back to March 2024. That's what I would recommend for any shorter term time action. And so we're back in our accumulation zone, and it's a great time to add this to your bag. Because anything under 877 in about 6 months from now or shorter, you'll be saying, man, I had a chance to buy back then, but I didn't do it. Helen, why didn't we get that ORI chain? Do you remember? You said it was too damn expensive. Oh. Well, it's $182 now. I should have married your brother. Alrighty then. Might we bounce and go up there? We could. Where would we go? Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. We see our bigger accumulation area, which kind of goes. I love that. $36 if you want that bigger target. Makes you holler. 36 and 46. I know it sounds crazy, but ORI chain can do some stuff, man. I mean, if you're going to go hard, go big. That's the way I say. But, you know, you may have some different ideas. $14 is a great little target right there. It spells it out right here. It may blast on through it because it's working its way up to 23 again, if you want my honest opinion. Looking to the left over here, it's giving us some clues, and these are some great little areas to take profit. $23, just fib it. It's that simple. It really is. It's that simple. Well, that little fib's going to make somebody a lot of money right there. Well, this little fibby went to the market. Well, this little fibby stayed home. Well, this little fibby said, wee, all the way to the freaking bank. 176%. What? 338%. What? 454%. What? Yeah, that's the money I'm looking for. It takes a while to get it. Play the long game. Targets in between. Let's go with NGL. I have no idea what this is. Nigel? I'm guessing that probably sounds like it would be Entangle. I believe it is Entangle. I think I'll go with this TradingView chart. Does not have volume on it though. All these X's represent, supposedly, there's rumored to be manipulation, but you know, a lot of downward selling pressure results from it. Nice little left cheek. We got our little harmonic butt crack, and we're coming back for some more. Now let's see what she can do. They usually kind of stumble around here a little bit before they do the takeoff. Let's see what we got. Entangle. Oh, this one sounds familiar. We're going to be looking at some trend lines here. Oh, you lost it, Roxanne. What? We're gonna pull our fibs out. Turn your heads and cough, please. Bounce off the 618. That's pretty average from what I'm told. We'll have to take us right up here to this negative 414 Fibonacci area. I do the visuals just because. So, for example, otherwise I just go straight to the fib. I do that that's for showmanship, just to show you that there's an AB equals CD move and how I got it. And another way that you can do this quick, in case you don't have your fib, you might be on an exchange and using them. You're like, I see. Oh, that looks like she's got a nice retracement there. That looks like an AB equals CD. It could be an AB equals CD, and you can do your measure move, and it's kind of like a flag idea, but not. I do recommend using the fibbies though. You have to pull it from the low to the high. I actually did my measure move from like you would a flag, and the flag would have came down different. That's what happened. From all the way from here, swing low to swing high, you're taking that whole freaking, but you're putting it down here and eyeballing it because you might not have a fib, right? Do it with a fib. Do it with a fib. 28 cents. We're at 12 cents now. That's where I can see us going. Let's take one other view from this. Put our fibs over here since we're doing a rounded bottoming shape here. It's an accumulation, and this is going to spell it out for us. Help us out there at 23 cents. Looks like that's going to be a little area of contention. That'll be the little place we need to look for to kind of figure out if we're getting ahead in life or got to come back for some more training here. Should be trying to break up above that. Sweet spots to be getting is right up here in this whole little zone. Same area that it had over here. 54 cents would be a nice first target for Entangle, followed by 68 cents. Going with those two targets from where we are now in the bigger picture of things could give you a 4x or a 5x return, and that's what we're looking for in crypto, ladies and gentlemen. That's the kind of returns that we're looking for a nice little swing trade. May take you a few weeks. Sometimes the good ones will take you 2 or 3 months. But they get worth it when they start getting up there, and you can moonbag them. The higher the price it goes when you moonbag it, usually the better it works out for you, but you at least want to try to moonbag it when it 2x's or 3 or 4x's, whichever. But notably, if you can wait and get your moonbag in and just pull out just your collateral that you put in, you'll get more return as you start hitting your higher targets there. Just want to share that information, share that little golden information, because these are little tidbits that we just need to be reminded of every now and then. We forget that stuff every now and then. So, oh yeah, I forgot I used to do that, but then I stopped. Why? You know, oh, you start doing that again. I don't know, just little things like that. All right, so one coin that I wanted to look at tonight that's been doing well, and I've been seeing it do so well, we got to start looking at it. It's called Shadow. I think I have looked at it before. I don't have any of it, but I want to check it out. She had a nice little pump up, got up to $1.48. She's in the 80 cents now. She came back down, retest the 50 moving average, like a good little girl, like a good little price action should. Respecting the trend line. Oh man, I like it. I'm starting to see a possibility of some kind of a wedgie shape. This looks a little bit too intense, but I mean, it's not out of the question. There is a trend line there. It could be, but we also got a bottom. You can make an argument that it would be this top here and that one, and that would be a little bit more realistic at this point in time, I believe. I like it. I like it. Shadow looks like she might be heading up. Doing a nice little thing closer to the trend line would be the best place to buy it, but she's in accumulation, so this is why I'm kind of looking at it. She's still in our little discount zone, but had been having a nice pump. That's all I just want to look at. Another one I want to look at is UX Link. Let's see what that chart looks like. I'm not familiar with this one at all. I just see some on my screeners and they look like they might be up to something, and we need. Oh snap! You done did and went. You done what? $1.69, and it was just at 60 cents. This thing went up a whole dollar. It went up a whole dollar or more. That's crazy. UX Link. I don't know what this is, but it's it might be one to watch. Gee, you already exceeded the measure move. What if we do you? The breakout. Oh, crap, that's almost right where you're at. We got to pull our fibs out and play with them. You know how it is. She's above it. She's above it. She's going for a twofer. I don't know if it can continue up there before it comes back for a retest, but it might. It's too early to do something like that. We could, yeah, we can entertain those ideas with the wicks. It's a little bit of a weaker idea, but it's definitely there. It's got some kind of reaction, so it might be a megaphone pattern that we are in and could be playing around with. If so, then this first little area right there where we took that little measure move might be the extent of it for right now. Oh, I just wanted to look at it. Take a look. They've been popping off. Too high to buy now. Chris Klein says, just got enough work. We look at alts at all. We've just now started. Or chain, yeah, okay. I guess I'm okay. I'm looking for any more altcoin requests over here. I'm a believer. Bless this turkey. Hey, Billy Bob. Baba Yas. So we got some 111s. Yeah. 111. Billy Bob. Glasshopper. The Bitcoin dominance chart. Yeah, that one. That is the one we need to watch. Glad to see you guys are into the BTCD chart too. Yes, I believe it. I want to check out virtual. Virtuals Protocol, Maxine, we nailed it. She nailed us. We nailed each other. It's just been one big old party. So this is all old news. Let's zoom out and see if we can figure out anything new. Virtuals. I am so glad that I FOMO'd into this one, and I did. I FOMO'd. I was like, after I found out what it was and where it was, what I saw in the price, I was like, action. And it was I believe it was down here it was somewhere in this range, right in here. I was like, It looked like she's getting ready to do something big, and it sounded like a cool thing to be in. She's kind of, I would not. I mean, it's crazy to say since we've been in this big pullback with altcoins, but yeah, this one's sitting here at the top. That should say something. This would be one to watch for a bigger pullback. It would be risky to start building a bag now because, I mean, she can usually, give up a lot of this $3. But there is a play that some people, I don't play this myself. I scratched this one off my books, but let me show you what it is a legitimate play, but it's high risk. It's high risk, and it's part of the level by level game, and that's fine. And so you're looking for. Can we get the right things? I guess I should just draw a line. So we're going through here, and we're looking for our horizontal levels and whatnot, right? And maybe even our candle wick tops. We can consider that. I probably would on this one because that's relevant on somewhere. But the idea is that you come up here and you get rejected, but you want to wait until it gets closes the candle above it to jump in. Otherwise, if you jump in too early and it comes down, and could even come down, you lose because you could be buying the top. This could be a double top and it's over. That's why it's so risky. But it is a play. It's a way to get in, and you would be getting in your entry here after we clear a candle or two here. You're buying high to sell higher. I don't particularly like it. I like to use this strategy here with a horizontal line, and that way I know that if I break this line, I can get out of it, and then I can buy as close to this line and front run this and get more of the move, and then I can also use trend lines to help me figure out places to exit. Like that would be a great place to start taking profit over here. That's kind of how I do. But this horizontal thing is coming back up over here, so it's too far from me. I wouldn't be buying around a trend line like this. Gives me a better risk reward ratio. Your risk reward ratio is pretty much horrible on these particular things, in my opinion. You got to wait till it clears up here. You want to make sure it gets above and retest, and then you buy high. So if it goes up, comes down, and then clears another high, that would probably be your best, safest entry. And you're buying a lot higher than what it is now. You'd be buying it. You mean I got to wait till it gets to 362 to buy this? I can buy only fewer, but you're more likely to be in a solid trend and make money, and then you can get out. But it takes a lot more patience to pull these off, and more often they won't go wrong. Well, a lot of times you can just make a little higher high, go to your 1.3, 1.27, pull back, and then you're in the red. So maybe a nibble strategy, a pyramid strategy for something like that is your best bet, in my personal opinion, if you take that. People trade different though. Not everybody trades the way I do, not everybody trades the way you do, and we have to be cool with it. I don't have a problem with people doing different styles of TA or different trading styles or anything like that. I do have a problem with people claiming to be something that they're not, and giving out just sloppy advice and not having the due diligence enough to go through and study it diligently enough and apply it diligently enough to qualify to be a teacher guru. I have a few issues with that. Sorry. Love everybody else though. You guys are awesome, everybody. Let's go check out I have not been in the eggnog. QNT. This old quant stable coin. What are you doing, quant? You're at 118? That's cool. She got up to 170, came back down to 95, freaked everybody out. The whole world is dead. It's over. Quan, if you zoom out on this one, probably need to come to a daily time frame. I really appreciate it. We got a little falling wedge idea. There's some other ideas too, but we're just kind of going with that one because it's got that many touches and it makes a shape. We got mostly, I don't really care about this bottom trend line so much because we're not near it, but this trend line here, and as long as we broke a trend line, come back and retesting it, good chance we're going to keep on going to the upside. We like going to the upside on this channel. We like bouncing and retesting. Not many people talk about this when it comes to pattern trading. I do because, well, I actually do pattern trade. But when you break out and come back for a retest of it, I mean, you should expect that. Most of these patterns have a good chance of that happening. That lets you know, hey, if I miss this move and I really want to be in this, I don't have to chase that candle. I do have a good chance, as good of a chance as we had to break out almost on a lot of these, to come back and get a retest and get in at that same price and maybe a little bit better. That's why it's important to talk about these things, because it helps disturb that FOMO. Oh man, that way you're not chasing this candle. I'm buying all mine in at 150. Oh man, it came back to 112. No, we don't have to ride that ride. We don't have to play that game. We can play something else. We can wait. Or DCA or do something else. Just know that we can still got a chance to get it. The game ain't over. She ain't taking off without you just yet, honey. You got a chance for a retest. She come back and then she does. We're seeing lots of Adam and Eve formations right now. Adam and Steve, Adam and Eve. They are caulking balls that it's not the cock. Why it's called Adam and Eve, I really don't know. I can't see it. I don't see it unless this is a dangle. But like I've already explained, well then what's this? Just as one or half, or I don't get it. Is this supposed to be like positive, negative, or are we going triangle, circle? I can see that. That makes. It puts the triangle in the circle and it rubs its skin. Then the fun begins. Got an official breakout, candle busting above it. QNT's getting ready to do something. How far is she going to go? QNT, surprise us all. Give us something. Tell me something good. Tell me something good, QNT. I'm on 142, believe it or not, and also 132. Let's go, girlfriend. Do I need to? It will not be the smoothest ride. There will be some things to fight through here, but those looks like what we're going to. For real, QNT. To the upside. I'm just going to copy this link, and I like those targets. I'm going to put it over here in our student chart area, just as targets. Paste it, and we do QNT 4 hour. I was going to label it as price targets. So if you're in it, there's some places that you might want to look at just to make a little bit of a move, maybe pay yourself, maybe finagle a little bit, whatever you got to do, make it profitable. Or sit and wait for a bigger one. Well, I don't know what you're going to do. QNT. Oh, we're still far away from that little guy. Cool. I like it. Let's come back to the chat for just a moment, shall we? Oh my gosh, it's an hour and 23 minutes in. Hey, there's Joe from Trade Intuition. How's it going, Joe? We were singing accolades to you earlier, Joe. I was singing accolades about the emojis. They're awesome and they love them. I never would have taken done that. So appreciate that, Joe. That was awesome. Chris Klein says, how about ETHFi and Ethereum Classic? ETHFi, $2.07. Well, she cleared out a nice little bottom there with lots of little bottom patterns and whatnots, and you can see all kinds of little critters hanging around there if you wanted to. Coming back to retest that zone, in my personal opinion, right? Hey man, you didn't do it. Draw it. What? To use voice typing, select a text box, then try again. Got it. I don't even know what that means. sure I color code that one. I won't get confused when I call it. So I see that as a support resistance flip, and in this area channel, you can look at it as a sideways channel. I mean, that's what it is. It is. For real. They take a measured move, and clearly it exceeded it, but a measured move just gives you a good general idea to get paid and formulate a plan, and they often do play out good. She did come up to that area, and in that area maybe a little bit more before retesting. If you look at how price action actually played out, I think that measured move did okay. You got us up to this peak, and then she fell down. I don't think you'd bitch about that. She just kept on going up. Can't bitch about that either. It keeps going up. I mean, hell, we want it to keep going up. That's why we got the good old Fibby targets, because I bet you'll see something there. I'm liking this area over here for a higher 326 if we can get up there. I think we can. I see an idea kind of like this. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think the old megaphone, it seems to be really respecting that through there. Got some other ideas for resistance over here. I can see come in at the 618. So when we pull a fib, I mean, a 618 is it's a typical place that you would look, but it doesn't mean that it's always in play. I mean, yeah, to really make the fibs work with you better, instead of just blindly going with, oh, this fib level, this fib. If you got price history, you're always looking to the left and seeing how it relates, and you will see that it relates pretty damn good a lot of the times. I mean, uncannily good, just finding support resistance flips and just calling out levels that's like it knows ahead of time, and in some weird way it does. It's just kind of wild, but always looking to the left, and then you see the areas, and then when price actually get there, a lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times, it can respect these fibs to a T, and that could be nailed it. Other times, they may wick through a little bit, and we kind of read those two for strength, or I do. If it's an over strength move, or if it busts through my fibs a little bit, doesn't do them perfect, and if I make sure I pulled it right, well, that's telling me that this is a strong ass move. We could be doing some better stuff here, We're taking all this little stuff. We're reading the tea leaves here. We're just reading the tea leaves. I like that, EtherFi. I think we can do it. I'm looking at 382. Bouncing off of this, we can be coming up there. Sounds crazy, I know, until that one day when we come back and say, oh man, I did hit the 618. And that's like, okay. What was the other one? It was ETC, right? Ethereum Classic. Put my little timer on there. Ethereum Classic. I think we're getting a lot of the same thing out these altcoins, man. So, could this be the cup and handle? Could it be a cup and handle? I mean, I guess at some point, Road Dogg, you're going to have to say something's a cup and handle instead of saying no all the time. It does seem like I say no all the time a lot to him, doesn't it? I'm a little shady on this one. I think she went a little too deep. For me, I mean, I still play her for the fibs that she is, but there's other things. It doesn't have to be a cup and handle. You do have nice scallops. You could look at the bigger thing. If you zoom out a little bit, maybe it's just part of something bigger. Most times they are. What if you could look at that as a shoulder, inverted shoulder, and shoulder, possibly to the upside? Could be. Maybe. It's not really did a breakout or anything yet. It looked like it confirmed the pattern though, so it could. If it comes down below this, then it's not the pattern. More than likely she'll be fine though. In my personal opinion, I mean, you're in a bottom zone. The fibs tell you that. You're in a good discount. Oh my gosh, look how tall that is. Can I get a good read on this one? That's going to be too much. You went crazy. Cray. We'll come down here to this one. Kind of give an abbreviated version. $53. I like $53. Shoot, I like them all, man. Fibs loves the fib, loves all these. So you got 37.90, 45, 57, and 30, and 53.25 in the sweet spot. I like that one a lot. Sounds a little expensive right now. Are we at $27? It's not too expensive. We were just at 40. I remember this one when it was like $8 and well, that was way back here, wasn't it? And then it hung around, what was it recently? Last little bit. She got, oh man, she hadn't really come back down below 18 much, huh? This one can do some stuff. She can spike up there, but she gives it up. There's not really a use case for it. $174 is what it did last time. Pretty good come up. I was surprised. The little fortune teller, God is created, predicted that one. I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't, but she did. She's right. Read it in the tarot cards, talking to spirit. Go check her out if you resonate with her. She's kind of cool. I like her. She nailed YFI because I asked for that one. I had her to do a reading for me, and she nailed it. She called it. She called the price. Was it 65 or 85,000? I can't remember off my head, but that was what she called. Whatever. What it was, one of those two, and she called it. And I was kind of wow. And she calls them by quarters too. Like she can, give you a price target for the quarter. It's kind of interesting. So it's wild how she does things. More than one way to skin a cat. Oh, and speaking of YFI, I just now saw that in the chat from Jackson. We'll take a look at YFI. Let me make sure we got all our super chats taken care of. All right. Did we ever? I mean, we didn't get there, but does it show anything? I've been playing with these. They got these little gold things. I put one up. So the gold timer ended before reaching the end. I was going to create a lifer trading video. They just do the lifer trading system. Just put it out there. I don't know. Just put it out there. So it's just all condensed down. So yeah, you can get the basics of his trading system. And then I can also give some commentary on it and show ways that actually kind of front run a lot of his little systems. Just a little. We do it here all the time, but oh well, we'll try that again some other time. We're just playing with the goals. YFI is what we're looking at, right? YFI. Oh, that was already there. Looking on the 3-day. So it's 89.62. So it's on discount. She was at 14. I was looking at it recently because I've got some. And I was wondering if I had an opportunity to add some to my bag again because I forgot to do it down when it was on the low lows down here. And I got some on the low lows down here, but I didn't grow it any. I didn't think about trying to put that one on spot margin. Wonder why. Maybe I still can. Still in our accumulation zone, so anywhere below 13,000, basically below 12,000, in a few weeks, in a few months, rather. Turkey getting tired. You'll look back and say, "Dang, that's a good price for YFI," because now it's like 27,000. That's one of the main targets I'm looking for is 27, but one of the more realistic ones that it'll probably hit soon. There's a lot of confluence over here with this 382 Fibonacci here at 18,400-ish. I think that makes a really good sensible target to get paid and try to get cheaper, because it can come down a few $1,000s cheaper, increase it and build up your bags or whatever your strategy is on it. But that looks like a good place. And the bigger ones being 27.33. I'm curious to see how it's going to perform this year. Good Lord, I'm tired. Sleepy. But I mean, it's a low supply coin, so it can get some traction, especially with legacy markets and the Wall Street and all that money moving in and kind of liking the ideas and what Andre Crony did with Wi-Fi and all that stuff. I mean, she could get a higher high. You could be looking at 103,000 over here at that 2618, which if I pulled a fit from here, probably the same as the 1.13. We got some confluence and should have it up here. So I'm going to mark that one as, the hopium target for a bull market target kind of That would make a good one for the bull market, that it would each reach 103,000. A good one to shoot for anyway. Another one would be about 52,000 right here.
It's not always joy.
Joe says, like button smashed. Thank you very much. Can we also look at Ronin?
As long as you're here.
Is this one that's tied to the game coin? What was it?
I know it's cold outside.
Jeez, man.
Give me your hand so I can show
Turkey getting real sleepy.
love is.
It is $1.96 right now. Well, whatever all this was, I do not remember. But no measure moves got hit in the making of it. What the hell? Nice rounded shape. So it should have broke out of that, and it didn't. It never did. Wow. That channel kept on the channeling, and that kind of sucks when that happens, and you're expecting it not to, and expecting it to keep around you. And then when she did break out, she went lackluster. Oh my God, what an insult that! But I mean, it's just part of it reaccumulating and everything. So all this TA sucks. You suck, Road Dog. Now we're in accumulation. We can do a few little things here. Yes, they can be this easy. You can make it as complicated as you want to, though. You can make it hard where it takes you hours and hours to figure out what your next move is going to do, but I prefer just kind of keep it simple, and simple makes just as much money as complicated does. I see a horizontal area. This area that we're finding some support on. I put it on the candle bodies up there because I want to be consistent. But just looking at the general area there, yeah, I mean, you got the perfect markup, distribution, markdown, accumulation, and now we're working on a markup phase in this mid-cycle, and this looks good to me. She's already kind of fleshed out. She did kind of an M shape right there. People would see that as a top. I just see that this is starting to flush out right here, or flesh out, I should say. So we're getting some roundiness, and if I want to look for my little triangle shape and then my other shape, and we kind of got it. Kind of got those ideas going on right here. And this is the fun shape because this one gets to make all the moves. So I am expecting 327 and would not be surprised if 385 actually hit on that. 327 looks good. Look to the left, you see that was the previous high over here too. Conflicts with the 618 Fibonacci there. It seems like a big target from where we are, but with this type of pattern and the trend line that we got going here for the top, I mean, they can do that. They can get a nice bounce off of this bottom, and this is a great place to get in on it. If you like this one and believe in it, we can actually get a trade set up here. I think I'll go ahead and do that. I like a trade setup like this, and let me point out what I like. I like that we're above the 200 moving average, so that's a plus. That means it's bullish. We're not quite above the 9 on the daily. We're probably on smaller time frames. But a stop loss for me, I get a tighter risk reward ratio buying in somewhere here and then putting a stop loss. You can go below that last wick at 12%, 13%. Below the 200 moving average at 7. Basically, you're losing this line other than it wicking down, which it probably won't. That would be the way you'd have to look for. Stop losses are a personal thing. You have to do it on your own risk level. It just affects your risk reward ratio, but how much return you can get is affected by what you're willing to lose when you get stopped out. 11% would give us about 6-to-1 risk reward ratio, and that's kind of cool. So I'll share this idea. Price target being 329 and a stop loss being at what? About 168. Let's see if I can make this point this out a little bit better. Stop loss about 168. An entry where we are now is. See, I can't see it with it. Maybe I'll put this over here. Maybe that works. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. We'll do it this way. Oh no! Paint you green for buy. Paint you red for sell. Paint you no, orange for stop loss. And this will just be a quick post. This is why I don't have a paid trading group, because I'm not putting all the detailed instructions in. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm lazy. Maybe one day Road Dogg might have a paid trading group. I don't see it happening anytime. Probably not even this cycle. Would that be something anybody would? You guys, I mean, does that interest you guys? A paid trading group where I don't know would tell me I got a free one. It wouldn't be much different other than I would have to be in there more, like putting lots of setups and keeping more track of things, and just I guess doing all the other stuff that we do over there. Is that? I mean, I'm not seeing that yet. I'm not feeling the call for that. This is what were we looking at? This is Ronin. Just put trade idea from live stream. All right. That like button smashed. FWPOG says, can you check Maker? I think this will be the last one I do. I'll take one last look at Bitcoin after this one. But Maker's a good one to be in. Oh man, I remember what I was going to do tonight. I had certain coins I was going to go over tonight. All right, that's all right. We'll do this. Maker is on a list of coins that I was planning on taking a deeper look at. So, because these suckers, this one might get hot. I don't know, Maker's like at $1,600. It's an expensive one, but she may be getting hot. Support resistance, blah, 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 lost trend line, all that stuff. Now let's come down and include this new stuff. That doesn't help us at all. But it just gives us a bigger trend line, I guess. Nice rounded shape, nice little flaggy shape found on the bottom. I am not going to call that a cup and handle, because it's not. It is a higher high and a higher low. That we can agree on, and we are within the boundaries of something else that looks like a channel that might be squeezing, which kind of, when you squeeze them, makes them pop, baby. This is what we like to see. So we like to see these channels start to squeeze, and so it could go to the upside. Turn this volume cipher A off so we can see some stuff. I've got targets already on here, but we should probably update some of these guys. Best thing in my opinion is to crack out the fibs. Oh, you got the deep ass retracement. Okay, so she'll probably have trouble most likely getting above a 786 in that area with that deep retracement. So I'll put that target. But the real one we want to look for, especially after one of those retracements, one of the best ones to look for is that 618. And that's going to be about 2,900. Now, higher targets for this one, I would just zoom out. If you're looking like for what she could do later on, and she can do a lot. I'll come over to the weekly. Ooh, now that went up and you come down. That's interesting. I like that. Well, I mean, you've always got the channel thing, right? But I mean, as you see, they can sometimes extend beyond channels, depending on where the breakout is. But that idea alone gets us somewhere. You can't really tell. You have to guesstimate until you get a breakout, and then you have to come back. So it's kind of not really. It's just an idea of where it can go. Guesstimation. I think her fibs can be a lot more accurate than that. But that's about somewhere at close to 8,000. I'm not going to leave that one on there because it's just too soon. And she came back and did a double bottom, right? 5140 is going to be one you want to look at, though, for real, for real. Possible higher high would be at 7180. And we didn't put that one on there. Why not? You know 618 is going to be on there. 41,000. $4,143. Gosh darn it. Can't even talk tonight. That's what I kind of see as for Maker that could be happening there. 50 is above the 200. It's got to bring a couple of these moving averages above the 200. Just getting ready to do it. Can she go down lower before she goes up? Let's look at the smaller time frame, like the 4 hour. She's working through it. She's working through it. There might be some turbulence over here, but she's working through it. That looks healthy to me. That looks good. This particular move we're on right now is a 618's bounce off of that. Shoot, yeah, baby. Let's go ahead and put you up here at this 1414, this 33,000. Just for this move. So for a shorter term move that's tied to what we're on now, if I were to pick any move that's likely to get hit, it would be this one, about 3,000. So we could be looking at a 2x out of this. My lights went off. Somebody didn't pay the light bill. Now I got shadow on my face. Now I got 11 o'clock shadow, 12 o'clock shadow. There you go. Thank you. Ghost. Connor, what I say on here for a Maker? I like it. We'll take another deeper look at this one probably another night this week. Bitcoin, you're at 94,500, just making people sad and wonder what the hell's going on. At least you're not at 92,000. We got that going for us. Trying to find a time frame we looked at tonight here. Oh, what's this one? Oh, this was the one we did a divergence on. Okay, we'll stick with this one. So when we started with tonight, I'm still sticking with my story. I think we're headed up to 95,600-ish, right in that area. That would be the higher high I'm looking for. I expect us to get rejected. May not even make it past 95.02. So we got to throw that out there. That's some rejection areas over here. A little stuff going on there. May not be strong enough to hold us, but it might. Who knows? I don't know. 800, 600, 300, 200. That does not look good on the smaller time frame. So I'm really surprised that we've been really pushing up. We're trying to recover some areas, maybe trying to flip it over, but looks like it's going to be an interesting. Oh gosh, it's already Christmas Eve already. Can we make it up there by Christmas? We're on the 6-minute time frame. Surely we can. I think we might have a chance. Not swearing to it, but I'm looking for it. I'm hopeful for it. Come on, Bitcoin. You can do it, Tiny Tim. Let's go hit that 95. Let's go slap it one more time, baby. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you again tomorrow night on Christmas Eve official. That's later tonight, I guess. We will see you within 24 hours, and hopefully we can see number go up. But thanks for hanging out with me. Happy holidays, guys. Enjoy your family. Enjoy some time off, and a lot of people will be. It will get kind of lackluster at times here in December around the holidays when it comes to trading. Believe it or not. Part of the game. Take profits along the way. But get ready for a nice quarter one. We'll check you out tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Good night. Sean? 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 Am I alone? Nobody's here.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. Frozen, neck is frozen. Catch me rolling, I'm the chosen. Snow is falling. Elfie's calling. Check my list twice. Most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing. Diamonds blinging. Carols singing. Favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing. Diamonds blinging. Carols singing. Favorite season. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen. Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose. When I fly high, my sleigh still stay 10 toes. Bring the beat, bring the trees, put the lights up. 'Tis the season. Need no Grinch types, no Ebenezer. Don't believe this. Y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing. Favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing. Favorite season. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I've been keeping my eyes on you all year. You've been taking notice, that much is clear. Now I'm meaning to ask you, hoping you'll take this right. Girl, have you got plans for Christmas night?